Hey, I got one question for you. Do you want to know how to completely wipe your credit profile? Sounds crazy, but it's true. Hey, we got a single mom, 3 kids that completely wiped her credit profile using these cheat codes, and she's going to explain the process. So that being said, you already know what time it is. Let's get right.
What does it look like? How does it feel to have your credit score completely clean? I mean, like nothing on it.
It's a relief. Really, it's something that I've been dealing with for the past just about 7 years. I went through a divorce, and so some things that belonged to my ex-husband were actually on my credit report, and I've been, fighting with that. So, but your process made it easy.
Okay. So I know that you got everything completely wiped off on Equifax, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what did you do? Because most people say, when I do interviews, they say they don't really tell all the information. So what did you exactly do?
Okay, so
off the top of your head, from what you remember.
Well, when I found your video, I think at that time you had only given like 3 USC codes to use. And so I used that, and then I saw the other video about freezing the snitches, but I actually didn't freeze them until after I had filed with CFPB, because I didn't know I was supposed to do that part. And so I just put the 3 codes. It was 3 codes at the time for the USC, and then I just sent it to all of the credit bureaus. But Equifax was the fastest one to respond, because they had a data breach as well. So maybe that's why they're taking care of people's situation fast. I don't know.
So you just did the 3 codes. Oh, was it the 14-day hack you watched? I think that was the 14.
Yeah.
Okay. You did use those 3 codes, and that was it.
That was it. And then when I checked Credit Karma, it has Equifax and TransUnion. Well, Equifax score was just showing like a dash, like nothing. So I thought, well, maybe they're having technical difficulties. So I gave it a week, let it refresh, and I checked it again. Same thing, like a dash. And so it really scared me. I'm thinking, oh no, they deleted my whole credit file. So I wasn't sure if that's the way it was supposed to work or not. That's when I end up sending you an email like, hey, is this supposed to happen? And then I went to annual credit report, and it actually pulled my report, and it was blank. It's just my name, my address, and no accounts.
Hey,
it was right clean.
I love that. I love that so much. So I wanna kind of go back a little bit. I was gonna ask you, how did it feel? Like, was you scared, nervous? Because when I did it for myself the first time, I was like, hey, bro, I broke the internet. I don't know what to do. I ain't gonna get no credit. But right now, all you need to do is build. But I want to say something right now. You said that you only use 3 of the codes. I know people normally come on here and they say, like, hey, what do I do? What do I do? What would you say to them if they ask right now, okay, what are the steps? If you don't give them the steps, what do you think? Give them some advice on what they should do for the new people.
Okay, so I use Credit Karma, and I just pulled my report, and I used the 3 codes that was like in one of Dave's early videos, because that's the only one I saw at that time, just to see if it was gonna work. That was really my point, just to see if it was gonna work. I didn't watch any of the other videos or anything, and I just went to the CFPB. I was familiar with them because I had disputed things before. I told you I've been trying to get things off for a while. So I had disputed things before, but I had never used the codes to dispute things. So this time I used the codes, and I sent it to all the credit bureaus, and I said, well, we'll just see what happens. And it happened. And then later on, probably about a week later, I saw the other video pop up after I followed, subscribed and everything. I saw the other video pop up saying that you're supposed to freeze the snitches. I was like, oh, I didn't know I was supposed to do that part. So then I go in and do that. And I guess I did it before they actually start reviewing everything. So it still worked out.
Hey, you heard that, Maya? She like, all right, it worked. Let me subscribe now. See if this is working.
Like, he ain't getting my like.
That's the reason why. that's the reason why I had put that video out. I just wanted to do something very simple, somebody can actually do real quick to get immediate results. However, there's a whole process, and I know I should have had the whole process, but I was like, come out with something that somebody can execute without, I don't want no excuses like, yo, you can't just copy and paste this.
Yeah, it works. And with all the people that I had followed before, I never heard anything about these codes. So that made me look it up. And I like researching on my own too. So that made me really look into it more. And the fact that you are straightforward and to the point, I like that, because a lot of YouTube videos, like, they babble in the beginning, like before they get to the point, and I lose interest or I keep scrolling. And you were like straight to the point, like, this is what we're going to talk about. And then you gave us the information. And so that was good. It kept my attention long enough for me to get the information I needed. And then it worked. So then I came back and I followed you and I looked at all the other videos.
So when you did your research, what did you started to realize when you started to do your research?
I started to realize that everything that you said was true. That, the codes, they are supposed to be operating in accordance with the codes, which they are not. And because we don't really call them on it, they kind of do what they want, which isn't fair, but life isn't fair. It's not their fault we don't read. So
I know you're in the process of buying a house. Did that mess up anything?
No, not at all. It helped because I actually have a score reporting now. My relative was able to put me on one of their cars, like an authorized trade line. So I have one line reporting on Equifax now. And so I'm in the 700s, the high 700, I think 755 or 735, something like that.
Okay.
So it didn't hurt at all.
So now we just waiting on TransUnion and Experian.
Yeah, and they said because I had multiple disputes that they get more time. So instead of the 30 days, they get 60 days.
Yeah.
Or 45 to 60.
Yeah, that's the only thing that holds people. Well, sometimes people wait in and like, oh, it's not working. But credit bureaus get extra time when you actually send an extra dispute in or something else that's related to that same dispute. So that's why now I forgot to tell people about that. So got to make a video on that. Yeah,
there's so much to it, but I appreciate all the work that you've done, both of you.
So I was going to ask pretty much, what's next? I know you get in the house, but what's next after that? Now that you got good credit, I would suggest, if you got insurance, that you call your insurance company and tell them you about to leave them, and tell them to give you a rate. Because what I learned was they use your credit score to determine some of your factors, along with your accident history. But what's next after that?
After you close on your house, what's next?
Next, I'm self-employed. I have my own business, but I've been in business for 8 years, so I already have business credit. But I am going to research higher credit, higher business credit, and more things that I can do on the business side as well. My goal is actually to be debt-free and to kind of live more on a cash basis. I know that doesn't do much for credit, but after watching your videos, I know it's important to have some open lines, at least, to maintain your credit score. So I plan on doing that.
So now that brings us to a little bit more questions. So since you're in business for yourself, what do you do?
I have a clothing store.
Okay.
Women's and men's. We have men's now too. Women and men's clothing store. It's online now. We used to have a store in the mall, but we closed that during COVID. So we're strictly online now, and we sell through all the marketplaces like Amazon, Walmart, Etsy. My products are everywhere.
So how's that going?
It's going good. I don't have any other source of income. It's my sole source of income now. And in the beginning when I started, I did work another job while I was building my business. But now I'm able to just do my business full time.
That's amazing. So I know you're doing really good because I got you an opportunity to get a house, because you got to be making money to get a house. So I know you're doing really good when it comes to business. just drop. Well, I would like to have your link so I can post it as well. So if anybody is interested in shopping with you, they can go ahead and look at it and get some stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
And I know you say you want to live debt free. However, I'm not going to try to change your mindset when it comes to that. But like you said, it's good to have some available credit when it comes to that.
Right. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing, what I can get, how much more I can do, having better credit.
What if I could? Did you watch the video like 3 days ago with the girl, Nicole Porter?
I started watching it and I got distracted, but I'm gonna go back to that one.
Yeah,
it's a holiday weekend.
Yeah, she got over like $500,000 in available for business credit, personal and business, but mostly business. So it's like just leveraging those business credit cards. That's what we teach. We have another program called 100K Blueprint where we teach you how to get $100,000 in personal and business credit. So just leveraging those. And the most thing is like, for me, is the points. Leveraging those points to get free things. So that's why. And it's going to be beneficial for you because you can use those if you do like run ads or anything. You can use a business credit card to run ads to draw more to your business. And then with Amex, they give you like 4x points for every time you get $1. So what you going to pay back off because you're making money with your business. Yeah.
Last question. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
What would you tell the new person or seasoned person? Two-part question. If they're new to Dave's channel, what would you tell them? And if they are a seasoned vet to Dave's channel and didn't take action yet, what would you tell them?
First of all, it works. And if you don't believe it, give it a try. It's free. The CFPB doesn't charge you anything. Getting your credit report doesn't charge you anything. The most it costs is just your time, just having the time to do it. So really take the time. I guess if you want to just start with one credit bureau and just see if it works like I did. It doesn't take that much time. It's something that I did at night, when I stay up late, sometimes can't sleep, then I went through and watched the videos and just did it, step by step. So it's not hard to do, but you have to make the choice to make a change.
Hey, class was lit. Ain't no person left behind. If you want to go through the process or see the video she was talking about, hey, you just watch this video right here. All you got to do. I'll see you in class.